What is happening? I've got a treat for you today. Today we're going to go through a core EMOM, which stands for, Rachel?
Every minute on the minute.
Yes, every minute on the minute. But before we get into the nitty gritty, we're going to get warmed up a little bit. So our first exercise, we're actually going to go onto our back. So from this position, we're going to try and loosen up our lower backs a little bit, and our hips. And then we're going to bring the arms out to the side, keep the feet flat, tuck one leg over, and we drop to one side, roll it knee across the body. That'll be 2 reps, 3 reps, and we're going to do 10 reps. 4 reps, 5 reps, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Now from here, we're going to roll into our front. We're going to do what's called an upwards facing dog. Okay, so we're going to, from there, we're going to push up, and we're going to hold 45 seconds. If that's too much on your lower back, you can hold a plank position, which is known as a cobra, actually. If not, an upwards facing dog, 45 seconds. Now from this position, you're going to bring one leg forward, okay? You're going to have this back leg back, okay? You're going to have this leg as straight as you possibly can. Now from this position, you're going to try and drive this left hip to the floor. So I'm going to try and put this pocket on the floor. And when we do this for 45 seconds, trying to push that hip towards the floor, hold, come back, push back in. After we've done that for 45 seconds, then we're going to do it on the other side. So yet again, hands inside of the knee, knee facing out. We're going to drive this hip to floor and try and do it for about 45 seconds. Okay, so we're about to start the workout. Now this is an every minute on the minute style workout. So you have a set number of reps to complete within a minute, and then whatever you have left at that minute, you take as rest. Now, if the reps are too hard, just lower the reps by maybe 2-3 reps to make it more manageable. We're looking to get it within a 45-second window. Now for this workout, kettlebell. Okay, you can use a dumbbell, you can use a tin of baked beans, you can even use a cat. Just don't tell the neighbours. So our first exercise is going to be what is called a kettlebell windmill. Now this movement is a very, very tricky movement, so please do not rush it. So with this movement called a windmill, this can be focusing on your obliques, which are down the side of your trunk, down that way. So from this position, how we get into the windmill, we're going to get our feet in a squat position. Okay, we're going to take the kettlebell overhead with the right hand. We're going to turn our feet slightly away from the kettlebell. From this position, we have a hand on our leg, so we know where we are. We're going to keep our gaze up at the kettlebell. We're keeping the legs fairly straight, maybe a slight bend. From there, we're going to go down as far as we can, and then up. Okay, really trying to pull from your oblique. Make sure you move around a little bit as well. Keep the eye on the kettlebell. Come up. Nice and controlled. Keep the arms straight. Make sure as well you're keeping an eye on the kettlebell, not looking down here. If it's too hard, come down to knee height and then back up. We're going to do 10 reps. Now, if you really struggle with that movement and you get a lot of back pain, then you can almost hold the kettlebell on the side of the body, bend, crunch. Okay, but instead of doing this for reps, you're going to do this for 45 seconds. Okay, the second minute, we're going to go onto your back. We're going to do what's called a reverse crunch. Now, a reverse crunch, the main thing really is trying to push this lower back into the floor as hard as we can. Okay, if that back arches a little bit, you might experience a lot of lower back pain. So what we're going to do, we're going to press that back into the floor. I like to lift my head and shoulders off the floor a little bit, because it helps me press my rib cage down into the floor. Hands out to the side. Now from here, I'm going to have a slight bend in my knee, drop my legs as low as I can, and to my back arches. Now I'm going to roll the bum off the floor. And I'm going to do this for 15 reps. If it's too tough on your lower back, bend your knees. Roll your knees up into your chest. Try not to do any weird sort of flicking around shit. We're just going to keep these bent, roll it in, and back down. Woo. 15 reps. Now on the third minute, we're going to do the windmill on the other side. So it's exactly the same setup. Feet are in a squat, the arms nice and straight. Turn the feet away from the kettlebell slightly. Keep your eyes on the kettlebell. Lower yourself down as far as you can, and back up. Nice and slow. Ten reps on that movement. Now we're going to head back to the Now we're going to head back to the floor for our fourth exercise. Now fourth exercise is going to be what's called a flutter kick. Now this movement, the hardest version, is keeping your legs very close to the floor. But like the reverse crunches, we don't want the back arching too much off the floor, okay? So you may need to stop your legs higher to avoid back pain. Same as the reverse crunch, I like to lift my shoulders and head off the floor a bit so I can press my back into the floor. From here, I'm going to bring the arms across my chest. I'm going to bring my legs out, and I'm going to do this for 30 seconds. Keep my legs dead straight, pointing the toes. Keep the legs locked and engaged. If that's too much, you can start higher. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds. Now, after we've completed minute 4, we're going to repeat the cycle for 5 times over. This should be your 20-minute workout. And again, if the reps are too tough, just take 2-3 reps off to start with, or even better, work for 40-45 seconds on your stopwatch until you feel comfortable to complete the reps. That is all. Have a great day.